friends, in this video we are going to discuss about how to insert a record on the data table through the grid view, as well as update and the delete operation also. So this is what the screen at the end of this video we are going to get, and this screen, using this we'll be able to perform update operation, delete operation, as well as insert operation. Before performing insert button, we have to give the values in here, and after giving the values we have to click on insert button, by which the record will be added in this grid as well as in the table. So how to achieve this, we'll discuss step by step. So first we'll go to the website. In this we have to configure our data source. So for that I'm going to add a SQL data source, and we have to configure it. To configure it, it will ask you to give the database name. My database name is here, it is given as BSC database. So in that I'm going to connect. So as a next step, it will ask you the table. In this database I have two tables, one is EMT, the other one is STUD. I'm going to select STUD, and all columns, I'm going to select all columns. That is, in the grid I'm going to display all the columns. So that is why I'm selecting this particular checkbox option. After finishing this, I want to select the advanced option, and in that you have to check this generate, insert, update, delete statements. So by which your data source is able to perform all three options: insert, update, delete. The related query will be added in your source. But one more thing you have to ensure: if you want to that is, in your table there should be a primary key. Unless your table is not having a primary key, this particular option will not be enabled. So if you want to enable this, you should have a primary key. In my table, register number, that is RNO, is my primary key. That is why it is enabled. After selection this, click OK and click next. And if you want to test the query, you can test here, and otherwise you can finish. Now your SQL data sources configured. The next step is we have to bind the data source with the grid view. For that I am selecting and I am adding grid view to my form, and I'm changing the format of my grid to brown sugar model. And if you want other model also, you can select any one of these models and click OK. Then you have to select the data source. Already you know that my data source is SQL data source only, so that I have to select. By selecting it, your columns will come here, which means that you have configured properly. And after that, if you want to perform the insert and update and the delete operation, you can select this enable editing and enable deleting. So by which the edit button and delete button will be added here. So it will enable you to perform update as well as delete operation. And if you want to perform the insert operation, you have to give the values. For that we need a space. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the footer here. So to add the footer, go to the properties of the grid view and select the option called show footer property as true. After that, if you see, the footer will be added here. But in that footer you cannot type the values. So if you want to type the values, you should add the text box in this particular columns. In all the four columns you have to add the text box. For that, you have to change this particular columns, roll number, name and address, mark as template field. For that, click on right arrow and go to the edit columns. And here in the selected fields, you click on the roll number and convert this field into a template field. Name, convert. Address, convert as a template field. Mark, convert as a template field. Now this is over. By which what happens is you can add the text boxes at the foot field also. Now all four columns are become template fields. By this what happens is in this footer you can add a text boxes. So how to add this, we'll see now. So go to the source here and find out the template coding of particular roll number. Here I am finding this. The entire code is related to the template field of this particular roll number. Here what I am going to do is, in this particular place I am going to add a footer template. added here, and inside this I'm going to add a text box. To add the text box, what I'm going to do is I'm going to here text box. This text box will be added. Now the text box is added here. Okay, and you can see the design also. If you see the design, you see here. Okay, here in the same way I'm going to add a text box in all the columns. And one more thing is I'm going to add a button also for the button in this column, so that after giving the values, if I click here, what happens? The values will be inserted in the grid. For that I'm going to add a button. Add the button and keep the button inside this and change this text as a button. Okay. And if you want to add the text boxes in the rest of the column, the same process what I did already, you have to do that. So that I have shown now, that is already added here. Okay. So if you want to see the code, you can see the code also here. Here I'll show the code. Source. So for roll number, footer template is added here. Okay. Then in the name one also footer template is added. In address also footer template is added. In mark also footer template is added. Okay. So this, after adding that, you can see that your form will be looks like this. Okay, and the insert button also. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert a record. Just whatever the values which is given here, that should be added in the grid. For that what we have to do is we have to pass the values, these values as a parameter to the insert query. Now if you see the source, here for all the things, for delete command is written already, insert command already written, select query is also written, update query is also written. But for insert alone, we have to pass these parameters. So under the name, roll number, name on address and the mark. In this parameters, this is the name of the parameters. Under this name of this parameters, we have to pass the values, which is given in the text boxes. For that, we have to write the code. So the code is going to be written in this particular button click event. Okay. So I think I'll show you now. Now I want to pass the parameter to the insert query. For that I have to insert these values as a parameters. So SQL data source, under SQL data source 1, I have a property called insert parameters. I have a property called insert parameters. In that I have to give the values. Now I am going to give the value for the parameter R and O. And now I am going to insert the parameters for R and O. And for this, if you want to give the values, you have to use the property called default value. So now I am going to pass the value for the parameter R and O, which is available in SQL data source 1. So from where I have to pass the values? My values are given in the text box which is available in grid. So that is why I am going to take grid view 1. In that, again my text box is available in the footer row. That is why I am selecting this. And in that footer row, I have to find the control. From which control I have to pass the value to roll number. So for that, I have to find the control. Now I know that the control is available with the name text box 5. 1 minute, I'll check it out. Whether it is a text box 5 or text box 4. We'll check it out. And if you have a doubt, you can check it out here. So under the name roll number column, see here in the footer template, the name is text box 4. You can copy from here or you can type it directly there itself. Now I'm going to paste it here. That's it. Now it's over. That's all. But the problem here is, now when you see the find control method, it will return the type of the return value of this particular find control is control type. But whereas the default value needs in a string type. So that is why there is a conversion problem. So before going to that, what we have to do is we have to convert this control into text box. Actually, this particular return value is in the control type. That control type should be converted as text box. So that is why I am creating an object of type text box based on the class text box. Now S is the object of type text box. Now in this, what I am going to do is I am going to convert this common control into text box. Actually, this returns the value in the common control type, and that common control is converted as text because S is a text box type. Suppose if you are not using text box in this particular form, you are using in this design, instead of a particular text box, you are using drop down list box means, then what happens is, while you write the code, here your type of the S is drop down list box. Instead of text box, you have to create the object based on drop down list box. So now all my footer as a text box. That is why I have a variable or object of type text box. Now the control is converted into text box. So now yes dot text. That's it. Now S is a object or reference variable of the text box 4. From that I am taking the text value and that is assigned to roll number. In this same way, I have to assign it to mark. Sorry, I have to assign it to name 1, address, and mark. So for that, the code is written here. The same code I want to write. Now, if you see the code, now text box 5 refers the name. So that is stored here on text, and the text is stored on the passed to the parameter name 1. Again, text box 6 is for address purpose, that is assigned to address, and finally text box 7 is assigned to mark. Okay, and this is what the code you can see. And after finishing this, after assigning the parameters to the particular parameters, we have to call the insert method. So for that, insert method is available in SQL data source 1. Okay, so now I am calling that method SQL data source 1 dot insert. When you call this, immediately it will call the insert method which is available in this source. Okay, already we forwarded the parameters also. So here already I shown you the parameter insert method. This will be called, and the values also passed to this parameters. That's it. This is what the code actually we have to write. Now you can run the application. Now if you run it, you are able to see this. Now, so I am giving the value here. So after giving the values, I am performing insert operation. So your record will be added, and you can delete insert on them. You can perform update also, and you can perform delete also. So delete it. The same will be updated in your database also. That's all, and thank you.